Welcome back, 29th class of the large canvas painting. I am Kumati Sivasankaran. We are working on this large canvas painting called Radha Krishna for a great one time now. It is 29th class. Congratulations on reaching this far, and we are coming very, very close to completion. Um, just quickly summarize what we have done so far. We have traveled or traversed through this 60 by 80 centimeter canvas with Radha and Krishna's references. We started to understand the references and also understand the canvas and work with layers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming close to the end of layer 5, where we are gradually progressing the painting, building up, constructing brick by brick, inch by inch, millimeter by millimeter. We are constructing this image into something. So we are really working on the details, nuances, and that's what we have been doing so far. And let's get to the next step of this journey. We did discuss that we will be working on the flowers and the swing, the basically the swing. So right now I'm going to push you to the front, meaning this canvas to the front. The camera comes, so the canvas also comes up alive, so you can see more of that. And right now, what we are going to do is to start with the garland first. The garland needs a little bit of work, and we will be finished with the garland, and then we can move to the sides. Yes, and for the garland, what we are going to do is to take a little bit more of titanium white. Remember when we did the loading of the garland, I did mention that we are going to load a little more onto this. So even though it might not be fully dry, we are going to load a little bit more of titanium white onto that. So I'm taking some more. Yes. And materials are almost the same. We're not going to go into the details and just jump right into it. I'm taking a round brush number, I think it's number 3. This is number 3. And this is good enough for me to load one more time. Why do I have to load? I think when we did the painting, the layer 5 details, there are some sections that could, have missed. We cautiously worked around, so there might be some missed area. So I'm going to load it one more time. And let's see. Okay, you're able to see it good. Yes. And especially on the areas where you might still see a part of the canvas because we haven't, gone into that level of filling those sections. So look out for it if you have left out, and fill it. And in case this white is picking up color from any other section of the canvas, wipe it off. I'm checking all the time and I'm seeing that it doesn't pick up. So far so good, so I'm good. I'm just going ahead and filling it in real quick. With the titanium white. And here also I wanted some more adjustments here. Close to Krishna's body. This one looks fit. I'm just checking for any missing section. I don't want any part of the canvas showing. You must be wondering, okay, why does it matter? See, we'll have to look at this print. Nowadays, we have many, many ways of selling a simple product line like this. So let's say that we are going to make a print out of this. Quality matters. When you want to blow it up into a bigger, larger size, it will definitely show that you have missed. Just imagine. So we don't want that. If somebody says, okay, I want a copy of it blown up really big to a room size, you don't want it to look bad. That's one part of it. People are buying the digital versions of art in many, many ways. So there are NFTs. So there's so many ways the art is sold, and in every angle you want to be giving the best. Doesn't matter what you're selling. Is it a good old oil painting, old strategy, or something like an NFT, whatever you are trying to do a great work with it. So I am just going around with the white, filling it in one more time, loading it one more time and filling it in thoroughly. So any section that might have been missed because of us going around in those sections, we want to fill it in properly. This section near the sari, I think I have missed a tiny bit, a micro bit, and this is where I say use the magnifying glass if you need to check, because it's a lot of place. It could be possible that we accidentally miss. I keep checking. So even before the class, before starting this class, I was checking if there was anything that I needed to do before getting started. Yeah, so this section very clearly shows that I am missing some part of the white here on the side. And remember this portion, I said we are not going to paint with the crimson deliberately, so we can fulfill it like this. I wanted a larger, garland for her. So I have worked on the garland now. It looks filled to me. Yes, it looks filled. And right now I'm going to do a couple of things. So in the pictures that you might have seen, that different styles of pictures, I like the ones that have this white garland with a pink flower in between, and then this green border lining. So for the pink flower, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this vermilion, dip it in a little bit, and then I'm going to make those. Yeah, I will go ahead and just push it in here. So just look at the way, ever so lightly, I'm pushing the vermilion in, so it gets pink in some of the sections. That's what I'm doing here. I'm doing it parallel. The garland looks parallel here. So that's the pink. Let's do some more here. Add a little bit more of the vermilion, and it automatically mixes and gives this nice pink. Okay. Okay, one more to go here. Fine, I think I want to show one more here for his garland. And right now I'm going to do a longer one for her. She's wearing two garlands, so just be aware of that. So there's a longer one, and I want this end of this garland to have that pinky thing. The one that is, in the middle, the smaller one, I want it to be white, and then this end of it to be this. And slightly longer effect on this. Good. You're nearly there. We want it to look smudged. That's the way it is. And I want to have, in this bunch, I want it to have like this. Yeah. So look at this, what I have done here. The bunch I have created like this. So I have put in the bunch like this. So right now we are done with the pink, and for the green, yes, it's the earth green that we are going to use. I think I will need another brush. I will take another clean brush. I have brush number 1, I think. Gonna go with it, and let's see, let's play around. I'm creating a very nice little green thing on both the like a border to the pink. That is helpful. That is it. Nice little one, but it does make a difference. Yeah. So that's about his garland. Can we do the same on hers? I just want it to be tiny, tiny here. Tiny, tiny. On garland number 2, that is a bigger garland, so I'm just bringing it to a close here. Okay. And I want this to have a double layer of green as well. Yes, I think that looks fair enough. So this looks good, and I just need a little bit of that pink touch here missing. Yeah, we're done. So we're done with the garland. Fantastic. That was quick. We are now ready to move on to another section, which is the swing itself. Remember the swing, I think I can use the green brush, yeah. The swing itself has this nice color that we haven't done anything about. I think we used burnt umber. So I'm going to use that burnt umber mixed with Prussian blue mixture. And I have the brush number 1. I use the green, mixed it. It's going to look slightly grayish. I think it is fine for me right now. I am going to go over the base of the swing, that is the line itself, one more time, strongly, making it look thicker. Going around carefully, be careful, because we are going very close to the hand. If you want a zero brush, you can, or a micro brush, please do that. I'm going with that because I want it to look strong, and it is on the grayish browny side. Working on it. I'm going to move across, so I will just move this up so you can see this section. Of that swing. Going to walk up there to see if I have, yeah. So one section of that is done. Going to do this. We start on the top. I am doing the base on the top. Be very careful with the spaces. They are very, very close, intense, and you want to be sure of where the brush is going. And we don't see much of that in this section next. Yeah. So this is the end of it here. Now I take the zero brush or a micro brush if I want to take a little bit of titanium white, because I want to give that streaks of light. Yeah, there are also shades, isn't it? So I'm going to give the streaks of light there. Adding a little bit, a tad bit of that streak there, huh? Done on this side. Just a minor stroke, but it makes a difference. Over here, I think where you see her sari, the cloth, yeah, you can do a little more so it shows, it shines across, and it is, visible a little more. You want to show that a little more here. Yes, I'm going up. Not taking too much of the white. I just have whatever I have in my micro brush. I'm not going to go again. I think this is good enough for us to complete the base of the swing. That's the rope we have done with it. And right now we are going to work on the flowers. Yes. How is the flowers going to look like? So we'll have, I think we used vermilion, we used crimson, and we used violet. We're going to take those colors. Yes, the lightest and the darkest version of those colors. And then also the leaf green will have olive green and also the earth green. So we'll have quite a bit of thing to do. Let's see how far we reach with that. I'm going to get started with the violet base. I think I used this nice permanent violet, isn't it? So I'm going to take that. And I'm going to have violet mixed with titanium white. So I have the lighter version of it. Moving the camera down so you could see what I'm doing here. So this is the lighter version of the violet. I can add a little more of the white if you want. Yeah, that is there. And then the violet is also there. And I can always add a little bit of this blue or gray or whatever to darken it up in my micro brush. I'm going to work with both the brushes, the zero and the micro brush, the lighter one and the darker one. Let's come back to the flowers here. So if I were to show you what I'm going to do in one of those, so I'm just filling that flower one more time, but right now with the lighter tonality and not on all, some of those strokes. So giving that edge, like there is lighting falling on it, and I will just give that edge an ever so light and nice rounding if I want, and blend it in with the micro brush. So I'm able to work on it, make it one step larger than what it was in the previous, layer that we did. So So it's all becoming slightly larger. Just imagine. That's exactly why I said, we are going to work on this a little more. So I'm doing a little bit of this. The buds also, I want the lighter tonalities and then the darker tonality. We have the violet catching up here. Yes, then it looks even more on the, on a nicer side. Yes. Okay, right now I'm working on some of these petals here. I want to leave some of them dark. Yes. And there is also a center that I left. I want to leave that slightly dark. And then, that feels like there is, the shade that is falling over the flower because of the swing. And then you have the light falling here. So I think I did the most of the okay, the violet flowers here are taken care of. I'm going to go here. I want to brighten them up here because the one that is really on her sari clothing, that is really not visible. I want to lighten it up rather than darkening it up and make it slightly bigger, one notch. And I will use the contours, better. That is better right now. Yes, I managed this. I'm going to move up and search for another space of violet flowers. This is faster. It is easy when we work on one color at a time and then we can come back again. So we have to move around a lot then. It's going to keep us on our toes. We know that already. Good. Is this good enough for us to see a little more of the flowers here? There are a couple of flowers that need attention. I want to give them this nice light color tonality on those edges, making them slightly bigger. Good. And let's work on them. So give those flower petals a life there. You can give them, the veins also. It's up to you, the level of detail that you want to go to. Yeah. I am not too much into the details of the supporting elements. So I tend to give that suggestive. I think you would have seen all these. It's a balance between detail and giving suggestive images or impressions that I have been doing. So you would have noticed that by now. Right. So those two flowers were violet. We use one more here. Lighten up this, lighten up, make it bigger. Okay, I can see that we are nearly there with this, on at least on this side. Um, there are a couple of buds on the sides of my canvas, so I'm just working on them. One more here. On the top, way on the top. So I had to just, yeah. So right here. That is good enough. I guess we can move to the other side for all those nice violet flowers. One on the top, making it bigger, even brighter, lighter on its side. I think I will just go ahead with a lighter tonality real fast here. This one is also supposed to be How many more flowers are there here? Now I'm going to move slightly below. Buds. Moving down. Buds again. Flower. Making it slightly bigger. Good. Nice. Yeah. And right now I can move back to the micro brush to go and work on those details. You can take a tad bit of linseed oil if you need, but avoid if you can. These colors tend to blend in very nicely themselves without the help of medium. So right. That's the bud here. Okay, good. I guess I can move to the middle section here. So again, a couple of buds. Sometimes it's not about getting dry. The micro brush tends to take overload of color, so you will have to just wipe off excess and work with the brush. Yeah. Yeah. I think I managed the flowers here. Let's go up a little bit. Good. Nearly there with one color. Yes. Okay. I think I'm done with the violet. Let's do, what do we do next? Do we do the crimson next? That's a good color to work. Crimson. And for the vermilion, I want to do the opposite of it. I want it to be slightly darker. So I am going to use the crimson and lighten it up a little bit. I want to wipe the brushes first. I am missing a paper towel. I'm going to come back. All right, good. I'm ready with a clean paper towel to wipe off and rework. Going to take the crimson. In the same way that we did. A little bit of crimson helps. Lightening it up with a bit of titanium white is going to give us a lighty pinky, but just be aware, we don't want it to be totally pinky the way we already have too much of Garland and so on, so ever so light, not too much of lightness into that. It's enough to have a little lighter version of it, and then working on with that color. So let's start with that section where we have placed the camera. So it's right here. I'm just lightening it up in some places and leaving it. I don't want a darker version because I think we already did a dark version of it. So I'm just adding the lighter versions to enhance the flower a bit. I think it helps. Yes, so it just speeds up the process, and we are able to do that. Wherever you need to increase that, what do you call, the darkness element, always have the brush around so you're able to do it right away. I think I see the need in only a couple of places though. Otherwise, it's all good. I'm going to do that. The lighter version of the color going in, enhancing, making the flower slightly bigger. Okay, I'm done with the flowers here. Can we move down now? There are buds. I noticed it now. Just gonna make them slightly bigger. Yeah. Yes, that's fair enough. I'm gonna go down. There are a couple of flowers. Be very careful. You don't want to blend this along with the yellow here. This looks good enough. I just need a darker tonality, so I'm just adding a little bit here. There is shade. So the way I'm moving around is just again the same idea of where is it to be shaded or not. Yeah. So let's come closer to this section here. Okay. Again, the lighter pink finds place in this section. You want it to be slightly more lighter. I think I would need, because it's also very close to the crimson in her, the costume. So you don't want it to look too similar there. And just lightening it up, but not too much. Yeah. I guess I will need a little bit of the darker version to enhance it a bit. Right. We are done with this section. I'm moving slightly up now. Okay, I think we can move even further up to look for, yes, we do have a couple of the crimson flowers here that need to be enlarged a bit. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, there's one more. All right. Those flowers, and I'm going to just move it up so you can see a little bit more on those flowers. So working on them, highlighting them a little bit, enlarging them a little bit. So if you are feeling a little bit, dizzy about, how is this looking? Always take a step back and it will always help you see how the overall look of it is. You are overall increasing the size of each of the flowers in a way that it looks slightly fuller. That's the point, yeah. Right now, I think we are ready to work on the vermilion unless we have missed. No, we don't have any of the flowers. I'm ready to work on the vermilion. I'm going to wipe off the brush one more time. And I want little bit of vermilion mixed with this crimson or a burnt umber to darken a little bit. I want the darker version of it. So looking for the vermilion again. There you go. I have it right here in front of me. Yes, I'm going to add to this. Do we add burnt umber, yellow ochre? What do you want to add? Burnt umber. A tad bit of that and not too much because I want the sharper color tones. So I'm only taking this much, like this, yeah. And I'm going to blend it into vermilion, and I have a nice dark vermilion. It's close to the crimson, but it is not crimson. That's helpful. Yeah. hmm Where is the camera? Let's start with that section so it's easier. You are looking here, so I'm going to work on this. So while I enhance, I'm just enhancing the flower, uh, each and every petal of the flower by one notch, and just using this micro brush only. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. And let's look at the time. Yes, we are good. We will be able to cover this in the session. I don't want to mix up with another color, but I'm just, making them sharper, making those petals slightly sharper. I guess what happens with the micro brush is that it has just got too much of color. Can you see? So it needs to be wiped off. And I proceed. Yes, this wiping process when you work on micro brushes could be slightly, irritating, but I think it is necessary. If we want to do the nuance and we need micro brushes, then we need to make sure that the micro brushes are clean and are ready. Yeah. Where are we? I think you can still visit this. Yes, you can look at this and sharpening this part of the flower. The bud gets slightly bigger. Okay, we are done with that. We can come down. Gonna move the camera in a short while. Coming down close to their hands. There are a bit of flowers here, and I want to, go over them, make them slightly, sharper, bigger. Yeah. Find one close to her hand. Yes, I was looking forward to it because I had left some space also. Yeah. Gonna go down. These are buds. Nearly there. Just enjoy the process. We are finishing with the flowers, and then we have the leaves. Oh, there are saffron or vermilion flowers left on the other side too, isn't it? So we'll work on them and then we can work on the leaves. If you want to give a lighter or brighter angle to this, you can always add a bit of titanium white and make it, come out live like that. I can see that I have actually lightened it up in the previous, so I do not see the need for a double color here. I'm playing around with that. This section looks okay, then I don't think I have any more of the saffron flowers. I'm just moving in this section. A couple of flowers here. Targeting them. Yes. Then there are some more here. I'm just sharpening those petals, in a way. Let's see. And it's up to you. You want to use anything else? You want to add some more flowers, make them look even more, fuller. That is fine. You can go ahead and make it look even grander in the way you want. Yeah. So it's up to you to just go creative, go wild with it. But just make sure that it doesn't overpower what you have done. It doesn't overpower the overall image of Radha Krishna. So it should be in conjunction with what you are doing here. Right there. Few more flowers to go and then we are back to the leaves. Right there. Give that nice finish to each of the flower petal. We have very few flowers to go. We are nearly there, at least in my case. I don't know about you, how many of those flowers you're working on. I guess I am done here. I'm ready to go close to his arm, elbow up there. Good. The last also is also, in a way, when we come to close to that, completion, it's also exciting to see where things are going, but it's also the place where we feel, should we do this and that, and um, do more of something. Yes, there's also space for creativity. We can be creative, but just make sure that the basics are done, and then of course we can get a little more creative. Yeah. So I have one last flower here. I think the camera is already there on it. So good. There you go. We are done with it. Let's look at the time. How are we doing? Okay. I think this makes sense for us to make a stop here. And we can work on the leaves and the signature in the next session. Along with the leaves, we will do a little bit of background work, a simple pattern to go around. So we'll do the leaves, a simple pattern, and then the signature to finish off, finalize the painting. We can take a look at this painting and see if there is anything else to do. There's one more we could do just before going, which could be to add Prussian blue to the peacock feather. It needs to be darkened a bit, I think. Yeah, we can use that. I'm taking a bit of Prussian blue to fix that part of it. And the leftover burnt umber, if I may take it, the Prussian blue, whatever we mixed, we can use that also to give some shady lines there, to give a 3D effect to the green. So we are using those colors effectively. Not on all, but some of them, just to give that nice feathery look. Because we have light in that area. We missed the darker shade. So even that needs to be fixed. So we give that nicely. Okay, I guess it is okay now. So yes, let's make a stop here. And take a look at what we have done today. We have worked a lot on the flowers today. Yes. So that's what we have done in today's session. Making a stop with today's session. 29th class is finished. Let's summarize. So we did we looked at the basics, what is missing, and we still have we had the flowers. So we started with the garland first because that's the center. I see a little bit of smudge here, which I'm fixing right away. Yeah. Okay. And we did the garland. Once the garland was done, we worked on the flowers on the swings base. Also, we did the swings base, the swings rope, and then we worked on the flowers as well. So we have enhanced the flowers a little bit. They are blooming slightly. They are looking slightly bigger. I do not want to get them totally bigger. I think in the original picture you would have seen that it's just fully there. I don't want them to overtake. And other than that, we want to have a slightly lighter background that we achieved already. But we will work on, in the next class, we will work on the last class, we will work on slightly on the background, a slight bit of work on the background, and then we will be, oh yes, we will be working on the greens and the background, and then we will be able to sign off, hopefully. Yes, thank you very much for being there. Thank you very much for watching this for and trying to do. Please do share your comments, your feedback, your concerns, questions, the support at the GLAC studio. Like I always say, if you are slightly away from what you are doing, seeing here, you are welcome to write to us, ask questions, and we try to answer via email. But if it doesn't work, then we can always try to have a one-to-one call via Zoom or Teams to see where you are, what sort of a concern you have, and how can we help. Yes, thank you very much for coming this far and being so patient. Congratulations on reaching this far. Stay blessed, stay happy. See you in the next class. Bye bye.